finish this video again by acknowledging CRK Productions. Well, I've decided to engage some modifications to the tank, and most of those modifications included first complete disassembly of the tank. I have now drilled access holes to the back portal so that I can get to the wiring. And I think what I'm going to do now is split these wires and add in stronger LEDs and then route them out of the back so I can connect them directly to the tank instead of out of the top portal. I also may access that top portal and add another set of lights to that top that are a lot stronger and more powerful. So we'll see. Okay, this is the first LED I'm going to try to connect. Now remember that I'm holding this with one hand and trying to do wiring with the other, so there will be spaces in between where you won't get to see some of the details. Okay, what you'll notice is I've now drilled a set of access portals that give me the ability to do what I've done, which is completely sever the wiring, and then I'm going to feed that through the out holes that I've produced, make my connections there, and then feed everything back into the safety of this blue portal, and then I will be able to test it one light at a time. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I've done in the 5 to 6 minutes that you've been gone, I've been here, is that I have fed the power wires through a portal and through the drill holes that I created. You will notice, just as a hint, that I folded the positive wire in because LEDs are actually polarized, and so they will not work, for example, if the positive is connected to the wrong side. So the next stage is I will begin to feed additional wires through so that I can actually connect the contraption and make it work. All right, I'll show you that. Okay, in this segment, as I noted, I have folded the positive wire, and so I will connect the positive to positive. And at this point, just loosely connect them, and then the negative to negative, and then I'll actually test it to see if it's going to work before adding in the original LED light. I note that I am not a licensed electrician and that you should not do anything that you see me doing. All right. Now, I'm not going to test that yet, but that's the basic setup, and ultimately what will happen is I will connect with some things. I'll connect some stuff and some things will happen. All right. Until I find the other wire, I am going to stop right here. Okay, guys, you will see that I have wired the power to terminate both in the light that came with the tank as well as the new LED light that I am adding. I don't know how many LEDs I'm going to add, but the question for me is it going to work? And so I am going to plug this in and see if the light comes on, which is fantastic. So we will be able to test the LED in just a moment, but the key is we have power. I'm going to have to do some soldering in order to connect the wires to the LED, but we're making progress. Okay, I have now embedded all of the wiring with a LED connection, and I'll try to get some more light to that too. Yeah, there we go. With an LED connection out of the side. I am going to make this more secure, but for right now, it gives me the ability to test the LED lighting and to decide how many lights I will actually carry. So, next update. Okay guys, I now have assembled, after quite a bit of effort, I have the LED assembled, and now we'll plug it in to test it. Nothing happened, and maybe that's because, there we go. So that LED is bright, and I'll have it connected to the aquarium in just a moment. Alright guys, I am now going to attempt to seat with one hand the aquarium. Most importantly, because what I want to do now is to put this in so that we have, it will look something like that. So, give me just a second, I'll get it glued in with my other hand, and I'll come right back. Alright guys, I want you to see the assembly. I'm going to get some better lighting to make it easier. Alright, so I have an assembly coming out of the side. I have sealed that with actually hot glue, and the LED now glued to the post, and ultimately the original light being there too. So I'm going to turn it around and plug it in for you and let you see. Okay guys, that big moment. Let's see. There we go. So we have the original LED lighting here. It's very weak comparatively, but an extremely strong LED light. I'm going to set the aquarium back up, and I will update you. Well, this begs the question, is there such a thing as being too successful? That is more light than I was anticipating. So we will play with different lighting sources, different LEDs, certainly some weaker LEDs, but I certainly accomplished the goal of rewiring, then ultimately providing a stronger LED source than was there in the initial purchase of that aquarium. It is populated primarily with tadpoles. There are probably 10 to 15 tadpoles, different phases of development. I will let the water settle. We used pond water from a larger pond that I have, so it was already dechlorinated and healthy water. So they are in an environment that is quite survivable. We'll let the water mature in this particular setting, and over the next days play with some additional lighting to see what we can come up with. All right. You are familiar with Jaleesa the turtle, and she certainly does have a very bright neighbor. Now, we've added a few more minnows to her aquarium to provide additional feeding sources, and anticipate that those feeder gulls will be gone very, very soon. All right. We finish this video again by acknowledging CRK Production.